Hi, welcome to SCW, the wrestling channel here on YouTube.com. Thank you for choosing the channel and choosing the video. Please subscribe right now. Leave any comments in the comment section. Please like and share the video as well. This is Impact Wrestling redemption predictions for you right now. So going to go into the match card for you, going to give you a small preview of the card and also give my prediction as well. Of course, that event is basically revolved around the makeshift main event that's been made. Of course, originally it was supposed to be Austin Aries against Alberto El Patron, which of course didn't take place in the end due to the fact of Alberto El Patron no showing the Impact Wrestling versus Lucha Underground event and being fired. There is a couple of other notable absentees that are not on this event that are still with Impact Wrestling. Of course, Johnny Impact, Congo Kong are both in a rivalry. Neither of them have been advertised as of yet for this show. It wouldn't be surprising for me if there wasn't some altercation between the two or a last-minute match thrown together in this card. And as well as that, of course, Taya Valkyrie and Rosemary, neither are advertised for the show either. But there is otherwise a stacked card, so we're going to go through the show for you right now, and I'm going to give my predictions for you for Impact Wrestling's Redemption show. So we'll kick things off then with the Lucha Underground match that's been advertised from last Thursday, which is Aerostar versus Drago. Now, if you have been watching Lucha Underground before, you'll know what these two can deliver in the ring. Both fantastic wrestlers, both very familiar with each other as well from Lucha Underground Season 1. Both of these had a best-of-5 series. They've been partners in the past and also been rivals as well going into Series 3. Drago turning his back on Aerostar in the 3rd season. So they're going to be facing each other here. They were tag team partners at the Lucha versus Impact event, but this one's certainly going to be a spectacle. I think they're going to be probably should be the opener, if I'm being honest. These two very high flying, very technically skilled, and very good in the ring. So I'm looking forward to seeing what they're going to deliver this Sunday, because like I say, it's never boring watching these two. I'm going to go for a Drago victory. He's got the Impact experience. He's been in the Impact Zone before. Aerostar is new to the Impact Zone, but I think he'll give himself a very good account. But I'm going to go for a Drago victory here. Next, we'll look at the 6-pack challenge that's been put together. 6 superstars who perhaps deserve to have been in some sort of program, but it's certainly nice to see them on the card nonetheless. Ishimori, Desmond Xavier, Phantasma, Brian Cage, DJZ, and Trevor Lee. My only knock with this match is what is Brian Cage doing in this match when you've got basically a lot of the sort of X-Division style wrestlers in this match. But I feel that this has been put together just purely to put Brian Cage over. He is what I feel is going to be the next big thing within Impact Wrestling. He's beating all the big guys. He's beaten Bobby Lashley already. I believe he's set his finishing move already to EC3 when EC3 was fired. He did beat KM this week. Know that a lot of people tend to beat KM, but still a big guy. He's been definitely groomed. He's not been defeated yet, and I don't see that changing in this match. Perhaps I would expect someone like Trevor Lee to be the guy that's perhaps loses here, but I'm sure they're going to want to keep some credibility to some of the guys. It's going to be nice on a side note to see DJZ on this show as well, because he's not really been involved with Impact Wrestling for a long time. Of course, he's been injured for quite a while, but it's going to be good to see him here. So I think it's going to be a very good match. I think that this is perhaps the other shout for the opener of the evening, but definitely excited to see how this is going to play out, and I think Brian Cage is going to be the guy that's going to go over in this match. Next, we'll look at the House of Hardcore 6-man tag team match. Tommy Dreamer, Moose, and Eddie Edwards against OVE. The whole sort of rivalry is revolved around Eddie Edwards and OVE, and mainly Sami Callihan. Definitely one of the hottest angles in wrestling at the moment, with a baseball shot that went straight into Eddie Edwards' face, missing the steel chair spot. The heat that's been given on afterwards to Sami Callihan, who's kind of said that he has no regrets. He's been a true heel about the situation and seems to have gained a lot of heat from it as well. So they've had their match where they were against each other at the Lucha versus Impact show. But now this one's going to be a 6-man match. I would have preferred to see a payoff here for Eddie Edwards, but I feel that there obviously is going to be some more steam in this. They're going to drag this on a bit further. I can see that the heels are going to pick up the victory because Tommy Dreamer, not quite sure what he's doing in this match. I understand Eddie Edwards' friends being Moose here, but Tommy Dreamer, I'm not so sure why he's in it. Of course, it's to make the House of Hardcore stipulation, but someone needs to do the job. Tommy Dreamer's got nothing to lose, so I can see that here perhaps OVE will pick up the victory and we'll get that victory over Tommy Dreamer, and this will extend the feud, perhaps go into the next set of tapings for Impact Wrestling. Next, we'll look at the Impact World Tag Team Championship l.a.x versus Eli Drake and Scott Steiner. Now, for me personally, Scott Steiner should not be in a wrestling ring now at his age. Perhaps it's a bit of a controversial statement for me, but this has completely blown it for me. I was quite excited when Eli Drake had to find a partner. Of course, he has the Impact Wrestling Feast or Fired title shot for the Tag Team Championships, and also has now gained the World Championship as well, but he's doing the Impact Tag Team Championship first. I feel here he's not going to pick up a belt here. I don't see how he and Scott Steiner will be the winners here. I feel that it's a bit of a stopgap here for l.a.x. to give him something to do perhaps until Slammiversary comes around. So I'm going to go for l.a.x. to pick up the victory here. I think Eli Drake is going to have more chance with cashing in on the World Championship if he's going to get that opportunity, but I don't see it working with the Tag Team Championships. For me, Eli Drake and Scott Steiner to lose here. Next, we'll look at the second Feast or Fired briefcase that will be cashed in on the event, which is P.T. Williams' X Division Championship briefcase. He'll be taking on the champion, Matt Sydal. Matt Sydal sort of recently turned heel. He's kind of working for him. I felt he was a bit flat as a face. Something needed to work. So I kind of thought that this gimmick is sort of working. I'm not sure about Josh Matthews, mind you, on his side. But still, they're doing the best of the job that's been given there to him. P.T. Williams is going to challenge here. I think it would be a massive mistake for Sydal to drop the belt at this point. I think that he's doing quite a good job as the champion. I personally can see a retain here for Matt Sydal going forward. And I'm looking forward. I mean, this is certainly some definitely high challengers mentioned earlier in the card. I mean, we've seen Ishimori and Sydal before, but Desmond Xavier, Phantasma, DJZ, all could be potential challengers in the future. I think there's still a lot of time left for Sydal as champion, and I think he should continue his reign and defeat P.T. Williams on the show. Next, we'll look at the Impact Knockouts Championship. Ali, the champion, is going to take on Su Yung, the Undead Bride. I personally think she's been mega strong. It almost seems like she's unstoppable coming in, Su Yung, so she's coming to the Impact Zone. Perhaps it's a bit soon for her to be going for the Knockouts Championship. That's just a personal, as a wrestling fan, I'd like to have seen her earn it a bit more, but she hasn't been defeated, she hasn't been stopped, she has been attacking Ali, so I guess it makes sense to give her the title shot. I personally feel here we've got a new champion coming out of this show. I don't see anything else other than a Su Yung victory. I would be very surprised if Ali was to retain the championship at this point. And plus, it normally is more interesting when the heel was the champion. It gives Ali that sort of chance to fight for the belt back and try and get some momentum behind her again. Because I feel, all right, it's great Ali being the champion. It is nice that she's had that payoff as the champion. But I do think TV is more interesting when she's chasing that championship and chasing that goal. And I think that would be suitable here for Su Yung to be the champion. Last but certainly not least, as I mentioned at the start of the video, the Impact World Championship is a triple threat match. Austin Aries against, I'm going to say Pentagon Dark, because that's the Lucha Underground name, not Pentagon Jr. And also Fenix as well. I'm looking forward to this triple threat match. Of course, like I say, it has replaced the original main event that was set. But of course, it's been made on the fly here. But what a great acquisition here for Impact Wrestling to use some Lucha Underground talent. Pentagon and also Fenix are two very high talented workers. Of course, if you watch the Impact versus Lucha, you would have seen that triple threat match take place already. My only negative is that, of course, we've seen this match once. They've also replayed it this week on Impact Wrestling. So we've seen it days before the main event. I feel that was a bit of a mistake, but I understand they need to fill some TV time up. A lot of this stuff is pre-recorded, and this has probably gone over the El Patron stuff that was done with him and Aries going into the event. So I understand something had to be done. It does kind of make sense as a last-minute decision, but at the same time, I think that this is the negative of actually pre-recording your stuff and not doing it live. And certainly, if you're going to pre-record it, do it a short time before the show, not so many episodes in one go. But to go into the match itself, I think it's going to be something special. I think it's going to be perhaps better than what we saw with the Lucha. I think we'll be given more time, if honest. I do think we're going to get a different result. I would be surprised if Aries was not to retain here. So I think Austin Aries will retain, as the title is on the line here. He is the belt collector after all. Austin Aries is making quite a way for himself on the independent circuit as well here, picking up so many championships. So I feel for Impact Wrestling, it makes sense for him to keep the belt here. So I'm going to go for a title retain here, Austin Aries, to pick up the victory. And I'm going to think he's going to probably perhaps defeat Fenix here. If I had to pick up someone, he's going to be pinned in this match. But that's my predictions there for you there for Impact Wrestling's Redemption show this Sunday evening. Let me know your predictions in the comment section. Would love to know what you think about the show going ahead. Do you think it's going to be a good show, a fun show? Do you think there's enough star power in this? Would you like to see Johnny Impact, Congo Kong, Ty Valkyrie and Rosemary Youth in some capacity? I'm sure many of you would, but let me know in the comments below right now. Please like and share the video. If you did like it, hit the like below and share with your friends as well. Impact Wrestling fans, let them know about this video. As well as that, subscribe to the channel right now. It would be really appreciated as well. But this is me here on SCW, the Wrestling Channel. Enjoy Redemption, and I'll see you next time.